What is up, podcast people, podcast universe? We are back for another one, Ramehs Radio. So this is, we'll say this is episode 8 because we had an episode previously planned, but there was some technical difficulties, so we just gonna make this one episode 8. But before I go any further, allow me to introduce my wonderful co-host. Go ahead, say something to the people.
What's going on, everybody? I'm really glad to be back. It's your boy UndeadEnigma 9 back again for episode 8, which should have been 9 of Ramehs Radio. We hate to see it, but technical difficulties happen from time to time, and we just gotta keep it moving. We just gonna keep pushing. We ain't gonna let it get us down.
Yeah, man, we can't, it's nothing too serious. We just move on. We get the next episode, bro. There's always news, so nothing too crazy. But, do you have anything to say before we get into the show?
Actually, yeah, I wanted to say that there's always news, but it was looking a little dry these past couple of weeks, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the news, rumor mill. You know what? Probably because it's like summer and like everyone's just like having fun. I don't know. I feel like summer news is usually always dry unless it's like movies. So
I feel like it's because it's the end of summer. We're in the last month. It's August. Everybody's starting to wind down, get back to their regularly scheduled programming to some extent.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thinking about it now. Yeah. Also, this day wasn't on the show news, but it was something funny that had happened. I think it was like last week or the week before that. Dennis Schroeder, he was a guard for the LA Lakers. The Lakers offered him a 4-year, I believe it was $84 million contract extension. So he would have been making roughly $21 million a year before taxes. And he said no, he's going to bet on himself, quote unquote. And he ended up signing a 1-year, $5.9 million deal with the Celtics. So that's a lot of money that he lost out on. Crazy.
I'm glad that we started with that story because it wasn't on the show notes. But god damn, some people are just, sometimes you gotta just cut your losses. 21, what was it, 21 million a year?
Yeah, it's like 20. Yeah, I think it was like 21, pushing maybe 22 almost. Because I think
you're set. You would have been so straight.
Yeah.
Why would you say no?
He thought he could get more money because before.
I get it.
Yeah,
I understand.
Before he had said he wanted to see if he could get 100 million. I believe that was the number that he had thrown out, and the Lakers were like, "We can give you 84." And he's like, nah, I'm not taking that. So he went to test free agency, and he tested it all right. He tested it right into a smaller bag. But I think he'll be okay.
Show that sometimes when gratitude is shown to you, you just gotta take it for what it is, Yeah,
it's true.
I understand being confident in yourself, but there comes a point where you gotta be like, am I being ungrateful and asking for a bit too much,
And he was
84 million is still pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. And he wasn't even honestly good enough in the playoffs when the Lakers really needed him. So interesting that he wanted that big bag right after he got a first round exit and he wasn't doing anything in the series.
Bet on myself.
But that's neither here nor there. Moving into the actual show notes. First, we got a gaming story. We got something here from Kotaku. So, Nintendo, big bad Nintendo, orders ROM site.
Shit, what they do now?
They ordered a ROM site to quote unquote destroy all of its games, or else. That is literally what Nintendo said. So, ROM Universe, a website where folks could download pirated copies of various Nintendo games and even pay a premium to get faster downloads, was sued to oblivion back in May of this year. But now, Nintendo is telling them they have to shut down their whole site and destroy all the games, quote unquote, by August 17th. And to all the viewers, we're actually filming this August 16th. So Nintendo is telling them that they have to shut this whole website down by tomorrow. Interesting story. Enigma, how do you feel about this? Nintendo just bringing a big bad banhammer down.
Nintendo has always been the company that has been the most adverse to ROMs and ROM like emulation, but Nintendo doesn't care to preserve their games for a reasonable price. Sure, there's a decent amount of games that you can buy on the eShop for the Super Nintendo and stuff, but if you want physical copies of these games, there's no remakes and remasters that Nintendo's putting out. Nintendo's not making any money off of you going on eBay and spending $900 to buy an original copy of a physical, like, Pokemon disc or something. So, not disc, you know what I mean, cartridge, whatever.
Yeah.
Same to same. Pokemon Stadium for the N64, let's say you want a physical copy. You're kidding me. It's gonna run you half of your freaking life savings just to get that.
Gosh.
And I say all that to say, like, ROMs preserve games. ROMs keep gaming alive, and ROMs allow people to, like ROMs in and of themselves are not illegal. As long as you own the actual material, you can download the ROM. It's just like the stripping, the ripping and distribution of it that's illegal. Because people downloading ROMs that don't actually own the actual product are actually committing a crime. But if you actually paid for the product, then you can do whatever you want with the files.
Nintendo has always been bad at preserving their games. Yes, they dropped that collection, like that remaster collection. Was it even a remaster? I swear they just ported it.
Yeah, it was kind of it was more of a port. But yeah, the Mario All-Stars collection or whatever that they only released until like March 31st of this year, and then took off the shelves. And did they take it off the eShop as well? I think so.
Yeah, they took it. Yeah, they made it like super limited edition.
And it's like, why would you do that? For what reason? This is what like compels people to download ROMs to play your games, because like if I want to play Super Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, or remastered Galaxy, now I have to go pirate them because Nintendo doesn't want to sell them to me anymore. Like, that's so petty.
Yeah, Nintendo, they've always been on that foolishness, bro. That's the thing. Okay, so the thing about ROM sites is like they're gonna order this one to shut down, but the thing with ROM sites, they're like cockroaches, bro. You kill one and 5 more pop up. That's literally what's gonna happen, bro. Like, there's another one. I'm not gonna shout it out now because I don't want everyone to go to it, but there's another one that I love going to. They have like damn near everything from like Nintendo to OG Xbox to PS1, 2, 3. You know, I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm not gonna shout my sources out. You know, allegedly.
Yeah, don't give them out. Don't give them out.
But you know,
holding it down.
That's how sites like these are. As long as torrenting exists and places like Pirates Bay and you know all that exists, trust me, these games are going nowhere. And Nintendo honestly kind of deserves it because they just don't. It's either they don't know how to properly preserve their games or they just don't care, which I feel like is the second one. So that's how I feel about that.
No, I agree with you. I'll co-sign on that. I feel like Nintendo doesn't care about game preservation. They only care about like their legacy in the here and now. Like, it's here today and gone tomorrow with them. Once something is done, like, they're moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And like whenever they bring something back, it's in such a strange and gimped way. I don't know. Nintendo's very strange. What a very strange company. They definitely move to the beat of their own drum.
And they don't even be dropping prices on their games when like the new generation comes. Man, Nintendo could suck my balls, bro. Respectfully.
You're telling me, brother.
Respectfully, bro.
You're telling me, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I still ain't gonna buy a goddamn Switch. Even when they come out with the Switch Pro, I'm not buying a Switch. Why? Because Pokemon is still $79.99.
Hey, bro. I heard allegedly there's an emulator out there that fully runs like every single Nintendo Switch game. I'm low-key thinking about buying some new Joy-Cons and flipping my Switch if that's the case, bro. Because I heard this emulator is actually the truth.
You know, I've been hearing some rumors spinning around the mill too, I'm not gonna lie. So we might have to wait and see on that, because here's the thing about Nintendo, and I'm glad that we've got on this tangent. Nintendo really goes for performity over performance. Mm-hmm. So their console isn't hard to emulate the specs of on a computer by any means. It's just cool that you can take this thing that you can play on your TV, pop it out, and take it on the go. It's kind of the gimmick of it that is more appealing than like the actual like console itself. It's not hard to run, so emulating on computers is very feasible for the foreseeable future, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Flipping your Switch might have to be the move if this emulator really gets off the ground. But we ain't gonna speak on it too much,
Hey,
you know? We
that's
don't
what
want
I'm
to
saying.
jinx it. We don't want to expose too much, you know?
It's all alleged. It's all alleged. I don't know anything. I'm stupid. I don't know anything. I'm dumb.
But you might catch my boy slip up if you tune into the stream over at twitch.tv/Ramehs. You might see him slip up and catch the name of the emulator in there. So check out the stream.
I'm dead, bro. Hey, man, shout out to the stream, bro. Shout out to the stream. Any more thoughts on this whole Nintendo fiasco?
My thoughts are that Nintendo needs to chill the hell out.
Yeah.
That's all I think about this. Nintendo's out of pocket. They gotta relax.
Yeah.
They gotta move in. They gotta get in line with the other gaming companies because the gimmicks aren't really doing it for me anymore. And I feel like a lot of gamers are feeling that way.
Yeah, Nintendo getting on my nerves, bro. And that's the other thing, bro. Like, Mario and Sonic and what else does Nintendo make? Pokemon. They're not like really the super staples for kids that they used to be, bro. Now like kids are playing like Warzone and Fortnite and so Nintendo better watch out, bro, because it's really and truly it's the OG fans that are holding Nintendo up right now. If we want to be serious,
100%.
if we really want to be serious,
the OG fans.
exactly. And if they get fed up and they're like, nah, we're not doing this no more, Nintendo, I'm telling you, it's up. It's wraps. But moving on to another platform that really aggravates me.
Yeah, when we talk about getting fed up, I can't wait to talk about this next story that we got on our plate.
Hey, man. Twitch has an exploit now where people are using botting scripts to say hateful slurs in people's chats. They're targeting, from what it looks like, minority streamers like black people.
Absolutely creators of color.
Yeah.
Absolutely minority creators and creators of color.
Yeah.
These botting scripts come in. These people create these scripts that follow you and then just start spamming hateful comments in your chat. And there's a couple examples of it that you can actually see on Twitch. I don't necessarily want to talk about the botting scripts because I know that both you, myself, and all of our listeners think that this is stupid, ignorant, and bad.
Mhm.
What I really wanted to talk about with this topic and why I put it on the show notes was because I want to talk about the Twitch Do Better hashtag because I don't think that people are necessarily being fair to Twitch for this. This is an exploit that's only been going on for like a week or two now, give or take, and Twitch addressed this August 11th, so it's been about 5 days now since Twitch addressed this, so almost a week. And they tweeted about it, saying that they're hearing this. They noticed the exploit and they're working proactively to stop it. And the reason why I want to talk about the hashtag is because I see like content creators making videos saying like, Twitch, this is absolutely not acceptable. You need to do more to protect your creators, blah, blah, blah. But it's not like this has been going on for like years on Twitch. It's like this is a new exploit that just was discovered by someone. So I don't think it's fair to not give them an opportunity to actually work on it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Twitch, I mean, I feel like a lot of the hate and criticism that they get is warranted, but for this particular instance, nah, because it takes a little while to figure out how to patch things like these out and how to resolve these problems. So it's been going, and apparently they addressed it like as soon as it was known to. It's not like they waited like 2-3 weeks. Like apparently they did address this. And they said that we were working on it when they first caught wind of it. So now, you know, they got the developers pretty much just trying to patch this out. So yeah, a lot of
that's what I'm saying. I think that people got to give it some time.
Yeah,
you
know? I mean, that's just how our culture is, though. As soon as people see something they don't like and it's not fixed immediately, they go on Twitter and, you know what I'm saying? That's our culture. That's the society that we live in now. But like, yeah, I feel like this particular instance is unwarranted. If you want to say Twitch do better, stop banning people, or stop banning people and not giving them the reason, or stop giving creators brand safety scores. And okay, if you want to say Twitch do better for all that, then yeah, go ahead. I fully support that. But this, nah, come on, man. It's a reach.
Yeah, that's kind of where I lay on it too. Like, there are so many other things to criticize Twitch for that they could be doing better in, that I don't think that this is the thing that we need to be attacking Twitch and targeting the devs and telling them, you guys aren't doing enough, you guys need to do better, step your game up, blah blah blah. Like, that's not conductive to the conversation. It's definitely not, and it's not going to get us the results that we want. If we really want improvement in this area, addressing it and bringing it up, and sharing your experiences with it, sharing videos and clips of it happening to you on stream, I think those are very important, because it shows Twitch that there's feasible examples of what's going on. But to then reprimand all the devs on the team, and basically everybody who watches that video at Twitch is being told do better, you're not doing enough every time, that's very disheartening to hear, especially as a developer.
Yeah, it's true.
These kind of things, like we said, take time. I know it's 2021, but at the same time, we don't have impeccable coding, you know what I mean? Programming's not perfect. There's still human error.
Yup. Hey man, you know what's crazy though? When I think about it, all these the only hashtag that I ever remembered actually working in the, we'll say, the streaming / gaming community, I don't know if you remember, there was a 2K hashtag. It was, I think it was make 2K great again or something. And 2K actually addressed it. Every major content creator was tweeting it out. I don't remember if make 2K great again was the exact hashtag, but I do remember that there was a hashtag going around regarding 2K, and 2K actually addressed it and said that. So, you can make your voice heard on Twitter. It's just, do it effectively and with something that actually has some merit, That's where I stand.
Twitter's such a strange place. I find it so hard to compel myself to get into using Twitter more. I'd really rather not, but it's I really should.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just scroll through and you just see some stuff and you're like, oh my goodness, this app makes me love and hate it at the same time.
Hey man, you know one thing I realized? Twitter is see me, I used to be that way too, but Twitter now, it's I understand you have to lean into the bullshit, so I'm just leaning into the bullshit now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just gotta lean into it, bro. Don't take it seriously. Just, hey man, if someone say something crazy, even crazier back, bro. You just, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all it's about at the end of the day, just getting interaction and driving eyes to other places. So that's that. That is that.
Yeah, I think that's really all I had to say about the Twitch do better story. Is I feel us as content creators, we should do better as well to call things out when we actually need to call them out. We can't just call everything a problem and try to cancel people, companies, whatever, for every situation that comes up. We gotta pick our fights, pick our battles.
Hey man, but one thing I will address with Twitch, and this is the actual community. This is not, you know what I'm saying, this is not hackers or no shit. This is the actual community. One thing about Twitch, hey man, that trihex emote, we know what that's for. We know what that's for, bro.
Oh.
It's, you know what's crazy? There are some things that are ingrained in Twitch culture that are just inherently malicious. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm move on, bro. Hey man, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, if you're a content creator in general, just on the internet, but specifically on Twitch, you know what I'm talking about. There are ideals and things that are ingrained in Twitch culture
and behaviors.
Yep, and behaviors that are ingrained in Twitch culture that are inherently malicious, bruh. Inherently, I'm telling you. Because anytime you address it, they'll be like, nah, bruh, it's just a joke. It's just Twitch culture. I'm like, how is it cool that like hundreds of thousands, if not because Twitch is a big platform now. I think there's like has to be at least, oh man, I don't know how many
There's
viewers.
Hundreds of thousands of people on there every day.
Exactly, yeah. If Aiden Ross can have like 150,000 people in his stream every single stream, there has to be
damn name around me.
like, bro, I'm telling you.
The best thing that ever comes from that man's stream is Tory Lane's freestyle. That shit was fire.
Did you see the Tiana Trump date he had?
No.
Yo, okay.
Excuse me.
This
Link
is what I
that
love.
to me. I'm gonna watch this after.
This is what I love about Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is so good. Like, Aiden Ross, I feel like is the DJ Khaled of Twitch. Like, for real, he's so good at like just pulling people together, and he knows like which people to pull together to make amazing content. I really do feel like he's the DJ Khaled of streaming, because if you really turn on his stream, like, you can look, his stream is like, he'll get on, he might talk to his chat for like maybe 30-40 minutes, and then he brings in one of his other famous content creator friends, and then he might get a rapper on there, and then he might get some other big personality on there, and it's like they're all just making content that then goes viral on Twitter, and more people see him on Twitter, and then he gets more like bro. Hey, if you hear another person say that, just know I said it. Aiden Ross is the DJ Khaled of Twitch, bro.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks, on Ramehs Radio episode 8. Aiden Ross confirmed DJ Khaled.
Big facts.
On Twitch.
You know, he just need the fucked up hairline now, and
it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad,
pounds, bro. But yeah, moving on to music. This man is very influential, and it seems like a study agrees. Travis Scott has been deemed the most influential person in youth culture. So I saw this story on Hot New Hip Hop. They pretty much reported that Complex did a study. I don't know, I said this off air too. I don't know how credible or peer-reviewed a study from Complex is, and we don't really know exactly what the variables are that they use, but I believe them. They said that Travis Scott is the most influential person in youth culture, so that spans from ages 18 to 34, which is pretty much youth culture. So how do you feel about Travis Scott as the most influential person in youth culture? Like, what do you think some of like the moments are that brought him to that point?
Like you were saying off air, and like we were talking about, what does that even mean? Like, what does the most influential person even mean? But anyways, playing off of the statement, because let's pretend like I know what that means for a second. I don't think I care that he's like the most influential person, so to speak. Like, I don't think that has any like merit or impact on my enjoyment of like Travis Scott as a person. And I don't even know if I would necessarily agree with that statement. I think that he has the most like diverse business ventures for someone in like youth culture, because like he's got his toes dipped in so many different ponds, you know. Clothing and fashion, shoes, food with the McDonald's collab and stuff, you know, like there's just so much that he's got going on. And I say all that to say that, like, I can see how you would think he's the most influential because people are buying the most Travis Scott stuff because there's so much Travis Scott paraphernalia to buy. But it's really just like him capitalizing on his hype and marketing himself well. Travis Scott was one of the first people to do merchandising bundles with his album and do crazy numbers off merchandising, because Travis Scott fans will buy merch like no tomorrow. So as soon as he started bundling the album with it, he went from 250k first week sales to 550k.
Yeah. I agree with the statement to some degree. I really do. As you said, he is an amazing marketer. I would say he's even better than Lil Nas X, bro, which is crazy.
Oh,
I feel
100%.
I feel like Lil Nas X is like a master marketer, but Travis Scott could literally sell you shit in a bag, put a Cactus Jack logo on it, and it would sell out in like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the level of influence that I feel like he has. In terms of the word influence, I'm not sure what exactly they mean by that. Like you said, like, or do you mean strictly music? Do you mean selling things? Do you mean like over, like what are, like, I don't know what the criteria is that they're using, because they didn't tell us the criteria. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with it. The only person that I can think of in youth culture that's like even close to being more influential is like maybe NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I mean, definitely, bro. He brought back. See, and this is when like you kind of start to realize just how influential Travis Scott is. He brought back a shoe that everyone has said has been dead for like, I want to say 10-11 years. The Nike Dunk, like he made the Nike Dunk SB, the Travis Scotts. I remember those got leaked.
They're fire.
Yeah,
though.
they got leaked they dropped in, I want to say February of 2019, and they got leaked a few months before. And ever since that, everyone was like, bro, I need a pair of dunks. And then they dropped, and that just really kicked the Nike Dunk like right back into overdrive. So like that really just, that was like kind of the concrete sign for me. The telltale sign for me was that he like really brought back a shoe that's been dead for like a decade. But yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with it. In terms of music, I would say he definitely has an impact on music now. He has a lot of notable songs and some notable albums that a lot of people reference back to and say that this is very influential. So I mean, I'm not surprised.
I'm not, like you said, like I'm not surprised. It's just like, why was this something that was worth a news article headline? Why is this something that we should care about? You know what I mean?
Hey man, it's the same thing. It's the same reason we covering it, bro. Because it's a slow news week. It's the same reason we covering it, bro.
That's fair, but it's more like we're talking about it to be critical of it and to judge the statement itself. Whereas, like, why was this even a statement you needed to make in the first place? You should have just kept it moving.
I feel like that's just due to the
I'm
nature
just hating.
of news.
I think I'm just hating.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But that's just how news is nowadays too, man. You know.
What I will say is I'm super excited for Travis Scott's next album. If Utopia actually is 100% what it's going to be called and he doesn't change the name or anything, I'm not gonna lie, I am hyped for it.
Yeah, Utopia is gonna be crazy from what I'm hearing. We don't.
I'm
know
not a big. Pardon?
You know, I was just gonna say we don't know when that's gonna drop. It's been like 3 years since he dropped his last album, so
yeah, we have no clue. What I will say is, I was about to make a comment on what you just said. It's been like 3 years. Because he's so quote unquote influential, because he got his toes dipped in so many pools, I know he's not working on music that much. And it's like, bro, I'm here for the music. That's what I'm a fan of you for. And like, I feel like that's slowly going to start to trickle out with the fans. The fans are slowly more and more going to be more vocal about like, yo, we came here for the music. That's what we're here to listen to you for. So give us some music.
See, the thing about it is, I think, I feel like Travis Scott is kind of, I'll use this analogy. I feel like this analogy is perfect. When Lil Wayne first found Drake, when he first teamed up with Drake, everyone was saying, bro, like Drake is cool, you know, but like Lil Wayne will always be like his mentor. He'll always be like his big bro. But Lil Wayne looked like he kind of just, he gave Drake the spotlight. Like, he kind of stepped out of the way for Drake to take that. I feel like that's kind of the same role that Travis Scott is kind of taking, because he has like a record label now, and he has like we'll say two. He has two confirmed actual artists that actually make music under his label, and then he has a third one, Sofago, who, I mean, pretty much at this point it looks like he's signed to Cactus Jack. They just haven't made anything like.
Who's the other one? Because I know Don Toliver, and then who?
Yeah, it's Don Toliver and Sheck West.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sheck West ain't making music.
Yeah, well, no.
Sheck West hasn't made music in fucking Lord knows how long.
He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't made a track in a little bit, but he
dropped a project like 2 or 3 years ago, and it like flopped. It didn't do numbers at all.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he has actual artists under his record label, but he has an actual, like, a real artist that could be a superstar in Don Toliver, and then he has 100%. another artist that he's looking like might, you know, take like a huge lane in Sofago. So he could possibly be just taking like that Lil Wayne role or that Young Thug role and just like stepping out the way and like giving them, you know, whatever they need, whether it be like promo or press or I don't know what else a record label gives to you. But
that's fair, but yeah. Like, then announce that you're retiring from music, because like until you say that, we're waiting for music.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I have to say about that. Like, announce that you're retiring from music. Don't pull some Logic shit and say you're retiring and then make an album a year and a half later. Actually retire. Like, if he does that after Utopia, I won't be mad. If he drops Utopia and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna retire, I will not be mad.
Bruh, you know, like, I don't know, like, I feel like he still has more music to make. I feel like he could take more of like a Kanye role in music. Like, he could be more than just a rapper. He could be like, you know, a producer, or kind of like what DJ Khaled does, like be like an executive producer. But I don't think he'll retire, but I do feel like he has kind of fallen off musically, you know, because
I agree with that statement.
it's not his focus anymore. It feels like, I don't want to say it's not his focus, because I obviously don't know him, but it doesn't feel like that's his focus anymore, because ever since like you said, like 20, I want to say after the Fortnite deal, after the Fortnite thing, it didn't really feel like music was like really the focus anymore, because after the Fortnite thing we got McDonald's, and then we got a whole bunch of other stuff. I can't even remember everything that happened.
No, just like brand deal after brand deal after brand deal.
Yeah, and then he got the Netflix documentary. So, you know, it's you know, he's making a lot of money, definitely. But in terms of actual music, I just, you know, I really want to see him pick it back up. But
and here's what I will say in terms of like business sense and like what you're supposed to do with a platform like that, you're absolutely supposed to branch out and diversify your portfolios, because music's not going to pay the bills forever.
Yeah, 100%. He's definitely doing it right, for sure.
So yeah, like, I'm not mad that he's dipping his toes in other ventures and like getting his bag elsewhere. I just also still want music until he's like done, bro.
Yeah. Hey, you brought up something we didn't even talk about though. Little side note: Logic dropped an album. Well, he retired. I knew he wasn't gonna actually retire.
I knew this guy wasn't gonna retire.
That's the thing. I haven't.
You ain't gonna make a bold ass statement like I'm biracial in front of a camera and then actually retire from rap. No, you can't. No. You're in the game for life.
I haven't even listened to a Logic album since like The Incredible True Story.
I haven't listened to a Logic album in like ever.
That, I feel like that was his best album. That was a good album, but you know, I don't know. I feel like he's run out of stuff to talk about, and now he's just grasping for straws. Well, that was what it sounded like when I last listened to anything he had put out. So I don't know, but I heard the album flopped. I heard the album that he put out flopped. So I mean, maybe people just weren't checking for it like that.
Here's the thing, like, he had no promotion from the record label, like his record label, and no one knew that it dropped. It was like, he like tweeted about it the day that he put it out, pretty much. Not tweeted about it. He like posted about it on Instagram or some shit the day that he put it out. So like only the core Logic fans who like actually follow Logic rather than, you know, following a page that would like post music that's dropping that night and then like Logic would be included in there. Like Logic's not on that.
Yeah.
So like only people who follow Logic, the dedicated diehard fans, would even know that he dropped.
That's the thing. I don't think he even cares, though. I really don't think he cares.
No, that nigga makes music for him.
I genuinely don't think he cares. Like, and that's another thing. Like Travis Scott, Logic has branched out and done a whole bunch of other shit. He was on Rick and Morty. I remember that. He signed like a crazy deal with Twitch.
Weird like crossover.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, you know what's funny about Rick and Morty? They actually, I don't remember the creator's name, but they said they actually really do like hip hop music and shit like that. Like there was an episode where they had an A Boogie song playing I forget what the name of the song was, but they had an A Boogie song playing like on Rick and Morty. You never you wouldn't expect an A Boogie song to be playing on a Rick and Morty episode, but like they actually said they really into hip hop and shit. So I mean, I'm not surprised that like, because Logic, he's into like, you know, he likes cartoons and yeah, shit like that.
Is that what you were going for?
Yeah, so I'm not surprised that, you know, Logic, a hip hop artist, would be on. It was just crazy to actually see it. I think that was it. It was just crazy to actually see it. But yeah, and he has like it's a fat deal with Twitch. He got a fat deal with Twitch, and you know, he probably has a bunch of money saved up from other music that he did and shows and shit. So yeah, I don't think he really cares. But
no, I think he's big chilling.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I wouldn't check it for it. I haven't listened to Logic in a long time, so.
Nah, I'm good off that. But like, I respect it for what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just respect it, bro. He put in his hours. He put in his time. He deserves it now. But we are gonna move on to someone that I am really checking for. Lil Tecca.
That's my guy. That's Tecca. My man. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh, bro. Little Tecca and Gunna dropped a new song / video, because they dropped a video as well. The song is called Repeat It. This is, I'm guessing,
and it's fire.
Is it I want to say a single off of We Love You Tecca 2?
Yeah, it's a single off of We Love You Tecca 2, but it's not the first single that he put out off of this album. A couple weeks prior, he dropped Money on Me, which is also a single, and that's a solo single, but a lot of people weren't checking that. This song he promoted a lot more heavily. Like, he was playing it on TikTok, dancing to it and stuff, and like just sharing it on pages and stuff. So like, there's a lot more heavy promotion for this, obviously, because there's a feature with Gunna.
Yeah, that's a big feature, bro. Especially for Tecca, that's a big feature. Like,
I mean,
that's a big feature, bro.
Listen,
I'm not gonna
the reason why I'm saying I mean is because everybody slept on Virgo World, but I mean, this guy had Uzi and Nav on Virgo World.
True.
As features.
True.
I'm not saying that Gunna isn't big. I'm just saying, like, you had Nav and Uzi on the same album on different tracks. That's pretty hard.
Yeah. That's the thing. I give it to Tecca.
It's, you know what it is? He's been consistently getting big features. Cause even the remix to Ransom had Juice WRLD on it.
Yeah, that's true.
He's been consistently getting good features.
You know what it probably is? It's like one of those instances where like the industry rocks with you, but like,
yeah, the industry rocks with him. I don't think he's an industry plant, but the industry definitely rocks with him.
Yeah, they just rock with Tecca, man. But this song is good, bruh. This song is actually really good. Gunna floats on the beat as usual. I wasn't surprised that Gunna was gonna come on and, you know, just make me want to dance and shit.
Of course, get the feet moving.
Yeah, Tecca, you know, Tecca as usual.
Tecca floated. I'm not gonna lie. Tecca kind of floated.
Tecca delivered a really good showing The music video was it was okay. Like it was something that I expected from Tecca. Tecca's not someone.
It wasn't that impressive of a video.
Yeah.
And what I will say is, I'm gonna criticize this. I didn't say this off air, but bro, there are more scenes of Gunna rapping Tecca's lyrics coherently than his own.
No, the thing about Tecca, I feel like Tecca's just, Tecca's very reserved. Like, even like that's kind of crazy. It's his own music video, and you're kind of seeing Gunna more than you're seeing. No,
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, Gunna has more scenes where he's rapping Tecca's lyrics, and you can see his mouth move, than when he's rapping his own lyrics. The scenes when Gunna is doing his own part, there's only like 2 scenes where you can actually see him mouthing the words. And there was one scene where he visibly was not rapping what was being said. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, considering that there's like a whole scene where he's rapping Tecca's verse like alongside Tecca, and you can see his mouth moving. But it's catchy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, maybe Gunna was just rocking with Tecca's verse, bro. I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know.
I'm not trying to trash it.
Yeah.
I just think it was funny. That was the one thing that caught me in the music video. I was like, hello?
Hey, man, I'm ready for We Love You Tecca 2, though. I'm ready for
it got delayed. It was supposed to come out August 6th, and I was very excited for it, and it's been delayed, 2 weeks now already?
Yeah.
We don't have a new release date yet, but I'm just patiently waiting.
If it was ready in the tuck before, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come soon. Like, probably, like, if it doesn't come by the end of this month, which it'll
be the start of September.
Yeah, I doubt that it'll be pushed back past the end of August. But if it does, yeah, like you said, early September. I don't really see it going too far. But yeah, I'm excited for We Love You Tecca 2. Also excited for, I swear, I feel like I say this every episode we talk about Tecca. I'm excited for that Lil Yachty and Tecca project, bro. Because Lil Yachty, he hinted at it. He said, yeah, I got like a whole tape ready, like cooked up with Tecca. But we don't know when that's coming out. We're just gonna have to.
For what reason? Like, I don't get cleared already. What
exactly. Yeah, about? I don't know what they're holding up for. Probably schedules and shit like that. Like, they just want to get in the studio at the same times. But I'm definitely waiting for that tape to drop, because I'm a big Yachty fan. I'm a Tecca fan. So just waiting, bro. That's the life of a fan. You gotta wait.
I know, you and me both. We're just sitting here patiently.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Tecca Gunna song video. You got anything
Me
to
too.
say?
What else are you listening to?
What am I listening to?
Yeah.
I'm still listening to 25 by Herb. Still listening to 25.
That's still in my rotation for sure.
Yeah. You know what? Here, let me pull up my iTunes, bro. Because that's the thing. It's hard to remember offhand. Oh, that new Kodak Black song. We didn't get to talk about that. I forgot about that. Senseless.
I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard it?
No.
You ever heard the song Make No Sense by Youngboy?
Yeah.
He sort of uses that same flow, and he plays on the beat a little bit. It's actually really hard, bro.
Oh, I heard about this. I don't like Youngboy, so like I was like, okay, that's cool, but like, this isn't for me.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, that Kodak Black song, if you're a Kodak Black fan, you definitely love that song.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah. I'll check it out for sure.
Still listening to, Nudie dropped a new project, Rich Shooter. That was a while ago. It's a good tape. If you're a Nudie fan, you love it. You might like it if you're not a Nudie fan as well. Still listen to Kid Leroy. The new
I'm so mad
3.
about that, but whatever.
New Fight Love 3, Tony Snow, Authentic Goods, just...
Yo, Leroy and I are gonna have hands, bro, I swear. I'm pulling up.
Hey, man, you know what I didn't like? There was, someone had posted on Twitter, this was a while ago, maybe like 2 months ago. It just made me think of it now that we were talking about Kid Leroy. Someone on Twitter was like, they posted a picture of like Kid Leroy like super close up, like probably like right in his face, and then the caption was like, how did Lil Baby look at this guy's face and say that he was the next superstar? Something like that.
Dead.
I didn't like that, bro, because it's like, because he got acne and shit in his face, like, you know, like, bro, that's all shit that, like, he can either one grow out of or two fix, because, like, his teeth is kind of fucked up, but, like, he could just get braces.
Yeah, his teeth are mosh, but also he's like 17, 18.
Exactly, yeah. You, like, bro, he's still a teenager. What did you, like, to the person who said that, bro, I wonder what you looked like at 16.
That's what I'm saying.
Little ugly. But, you know,
Goddamn
hey, man,
gremlin.
but as I said, bro, that's Twitter, bro. You gotta lean into the bullshit sometimes, but, you know.
Goddamn gremlins. No, that's out of pocket. That's funny as hell, but that's also out of pocket.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I ask myself the same question. I'm like, how did Lil Baby look at this kid and go, yeah, that's it.
Ain't no
he the
way,
one.
bro.
He gonna follow up Juice. What?
I think he went through.
Not mad though.
He went through. I think it was like a development camp. Like,
nah, his both of his parents are industry.
Really?
Yeah, both of his parents have industry connections. He acts like he like came up off of nothing, but like Hello Yassine did a really good video on it. I can link it to you later. Like going over like the backstory and the past of Leroy and stuff, and like Leroy's team tried to like get a takedown of it and stuff. It's great, dude. I love following HY only because he always talks about like really interesting takes. I don't always agree with his perspective on stuff, but it's just interesting to have another person's like point of view, you know?
Yeah,
break out of my echo chamber.
Yeah, I might have to see that. I don't know. But I did hear that he did get put through like some sort of like development camp. Maybe his parents put him through it or some shit. I'm not sure. But pretty much just like kind of like Joey Badass went through. Like, it wasn't like exactly like a camp, but he did go through like, his manager put him through like some sort of development. Like they was teaching him like how to rap better and like how to have stage presence and just stuff like that.
That's not like a I get what you mean by that. But that's like a typical thing that you would like do. That happens like every time in K-pop. It's called something else though. Yeah. Like everybody does that. That's like part of their schedule and stuff. I only know this because huge K-pop fan. Everybody on the podcast should know this about me by now. Yeah, that's kind of something that everybody goes through, where like they have like scheduled days of like you have like 2 hours of practicing. Like if you're not a native Korean speaker, for example, you have 2 hours of practicing Korean, and then you have 2 hours of singing practice, vocal lessons, dancing, blah blah blah. So that's kind of what you're describing, and it doesn't happen as often here. It's not like every artist does it, but it's pretty typical that you would put your new and upcoming artist through something like that to improve their skills.
Yeah, you gotta.
Otherwise, you end up with something like Coil Ray
or Lil Xan. Lil Xan, bro. Lil Xan should have been put through a Dan development camp, bro. Definitely.
Lil Xan should have been put through a freaking rehab.
Hey man, I hope Lil Xan okay, bro. I hope
that's what I'm saying. I don't wish no ill will on nobody. I hope he's all right.
Yeah. Hey man, shit crazy out here, bro. Shit crazy. But moving on to pop culture news. This is an interesting story. Idris Elba has been casted as Knuckles in the upcoming Sonic sequel. So I remember seeing they had put out with the picture, it was like you could see with the announcement, my bad, you could see they put out like a little teaser picture of Knuckles, his like, you could just see his hand floating and you knew it was Knuckles. So, you know, because Knuckles has like the special type of gloves with the spikes on it. So, and they said Idris Elba was
the glove he used for digging, you know?
Yeah, digging in niggas' asses. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Knuckles is going to be in Sonic 2. I don't know what they're gonna call the subtitle, but yeah, interesting story. How do you feel? Do you want to see? Have you seen the first Sonic movie?
No, I didn't watch it, but I heard it was good. I keep meaning to watch it. I just haven't been able to put the time aside to like sit down for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and watch a damn Sonic movie. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
it sounds like a lot of. It's not that like finding 2 hours out of my day is like difficult as it is, and then assigning those 2 hours to Sonic is like, I mean, I guess.
Hey man, that's the thing. Like, you know what? Maybe like one night when like I can't sleep, I'll go to like an alleged site and see if like I can find it and watch it. But like actually going out of my way to actually go see the Sonic movie, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it's cool, bro. Idris Elba. Okay, the thing about Idris Elba, bro, I feel like he's been getting a lot more roles as of like the past like 6 years. Because I remember he was on The Wire. That's where like I first ever heard of Idris Elba. He was on The Wire, and that was a long time ago. But now he's getting some really good looks. He's gonna be in. I believe he was in the Suicide Squad movie, wasn't he?
He is in the Suicide Squad movie. He's moved up to the tier list to fellow token black actor alongside Don Cheadle, Michael B. Jordan, and Will Smith, who was also Deadshot.
Idris Elba, yeah, he kind of is. I could see him kind of becoming almost that token black actor, but hey man, he getting the bag for it. I'm not even gonna hold you. He is.
I ain't mad at it, you know. He was also what's it called? Heimdall in Thor, in the Marvel.
Oh yeah, he was in Thor as well.
In the Marvel movies, yeah.
Yeah, man.
He was Heimdall until he got murdered in
was it Infinity War?
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to him, bro. I'm just, you know, happy to see him thriving, happy to see him winning. But you know,
for sure, we love to see black excellence.
This is gonna be interesting to see like Knuckles and Sonic on like an actual movie that could be good. You know, it's gonna be
we're gonna have to see how it goes, because the original plot of Sonic and 3 Knuckles, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, is that Eggman or Dr. Robotnik, whatever you want to call him, basically tricks Knuckles into believing that Sonic is a bad guy trying to steal the Chaos Emeralds, while Eggman is trying to steal the Chaos Emerald. So Sonic and Knuckles are doing their own thing, both trying to get the Chaos Emeralds back, and then Knuckles keeps getting in Sonic's way, and then he eventually finds out that Sonic isn't the bad guy, and then they work together to stop Eggman. That's like the premise. So like, if they're gonna do that, then I understand exactly where they're gonna go with it. But I'll have no clue until they actually tell us.
That actually sounds like a fire plot. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds like a hard plot, bro.
That was the plot of the game.
Yeah, that sounds sick. I never even played Sonic 3. The only Sonic I played was the Game Boy Advance one, and like the OG one that was on Sega on like Steam has like, was it Steam or no, Epic Games, they gave out a free version of it was like Sega Master Collection or something, and it had Sonic. So it's like that's the only time I've ever like really played Sonic. So
I ain't even go with you. I haven't played Sonic and Knuckles 3 like to completion. I only know what happened because I watch a lot of videos about games that like I'm not gonna go back and play.
Well, hey man, that might be one to add to the playlist. You know what I'm saying? The play later list. But yeah, that was a little interesting tidbit, some movie news, but something that is not as, I would say, lighthearted or, you know, funny. Well, it's funny to some people. PJ Washington, if you don't know who PJ Washington is, he is a basketball player for the Charlotte Hornets. He's really good. He was, I believe, a top 5 pick. He got drafted the year before LaMelo Ball. So he's like a top 5. He's a good player. You know, this is not like some scrub that this happened to. This is a really good player. His wife, Brittany Renner, if you know who Brittany Renner is, you know. You know
exactly where the story's going already.
She filed for divorce after the baby was born. And now he reportedly, I don't know how this is going to work, but he reportedly has to pay Miss Renner around $200,000 a month for child support.
Goddamn. Here's what I'm gonna say. Not only did she file for divorce after the baby was born, she secretly filed for divorce after the baby was born. So he didn't even know. She probably pulled up in the middle of the night and had him sign some bullshit papers saying that it was for like the baby's schooling or something, and went and filed for divorce while this guy was half asleep.
Bruh, okay. Here's the thing. Athletes are getting a lot smarter. Like, they're making smarter decisions, and you know, they're being better with their finances. At least some of them are, because I'm hearing a lot of stories that we wouldn't have previously heard in like the early 2000s about athletes managing their money. But like, come on, bro, this is like athlete 101. Do not, you know, hit these shorties raw, especially a girl like her with like her past. Like, come on, bro, you can't be doing that. Like, but on the flip side, you know, because I'm not gonna just blame him. We can't ignore the glaring issue of, well, okay, here, let me put some more context on this. Brittany Renner, she was with PJ Washington for a little bit. She was with him since he was at, I want to say he used to go to, I think it was Kentucky. So she was with him when he was like 17, 18.
God damn.
So a lot of people are saying that like she pretty much groomed him, because PJ Tucker is like 23 now, 22. She pretty much groomed him. She was
PJ
watching
Washington?
him. Yeah, she was watching him.
He's like 19.
He's 19?
Yeah, he's like 19, 20.
I thought he was 22.
No.
Oh yeah, he got drafted. Yeah, he got drafted like the year before LaMelo. Yeah, so he can't be older than like 20, 21. So that's what I'm saying. People are like, you know, she genuinely groomed this guy, because she used to go to his games back when he was in college, and she was watching him, and they was talking to each other. So it's like, that's kind of foul, man. That is kind of foul. Oh man, I don't know. This is such a sad story. Hey, was this guy here?
I'm still here.
Oh, I was about to say, I didn't hear you say anything.
I just didn't have a remark to this is such a sad story. Like, I feel bad for homeboy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, you know, like he got finessed. At the end of the day, I feel bad for him too. Like you said, it is a sad story. I can't even be like, yo, you were playing around with these shorties too much. And bro, he probably loved this woman. He probably was convinced that he was gonna spend the rest of his life with this girl.
Yeah, I think there was someone was showing, because for me, like, I watched there's a YouTube channel on YouTube called Playback, and they pretty much just talk about, it's pretty much like a commentary channel, like a light commentary channel. Like, it's not like super in depth as like iDubbbz used to be or something like that. Like, it's very light commentary, and they were showing that, like, yeah, like, he was on Twitter talking about, like, yeah, I loved you, I thought you were the one. Like, so he really did care about her. Like, maybe it started off as him, like, you know, just wanted to get his nut, but like, he genuinely cared about her, bro. And she just, you know what I'm saying, she played with him like that. That's sad.
I know, it's tough. Like I said, like we said when we were addressing the actual story, she filed for divorce in secret. So it's not like she brought this man the divorce papers and was like, I'm done with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, all right, bet. I'm done with you too. Like, this man, as far as we know, was actually committed to this relationship, and that's why it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if we touched on this earlier. I don't think we did, but like, 200,000 sounds like a lot. That number doesn't add up.
Yeah, because
that sounds like way too much.
Yeah,
because that sounds like pretty much everything that he's gonna earn off of his contract.
Mm-hmm. Because like a rookie contract is usually like what, like it's like $5 to $7 million a year. That's usually a rookie contract. It's somewhere in that range, and you got to pay almost half of that in taxes. So let's say he's making like a bit more than the average rookie salary, like $6 million. He's paying like almost $3 million in taxes. So it's like how is he gonna be paying? So I don't think these numbers are exact. Well, but that's still a lot. That's still a lot. Even if this gets reduced by like 30%, that's still a lot of money that he's paying monthly. Crazy.
It just doesn't. It just doesn't add up. But I also don't think that it's fair that like context doesn't matter, because in this situation, I don't even think that he should have to like forfeit up a bag to her for her to maintain her lifestyle when she's choosing to leave. Like, she's choosing to walk away from the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
There's no problems. The child was just born.
Yeah. Like, he wasn't doing anything malicious, or I don't know, man.
There's no signs of like infidelity or anything, so like there's no like reason for this. You know what I mean?
Don't know. That's
no grounds for this.
That's how family court works, though, bro. Like, family court is gonna, it always favors, the woman's side. I don't know. I just don't understand, like,
sounds like I might never get married, or I might have to make my girl sign a prenup.
Amen. But like, for real, like, how did she get a ruling that was even close to 200,000?
200,000.
Like,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
The judge didn't even say 40,000, 50,000, which is still a lot of money. $40,000 to $50,000 a month is a lot of money. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's a crazy world we live in. No accountability. No accountability.
Good Lord.
This kid, he's not even going to like have like a proper father figure in his life either.
Nah, bro. It's gonna be such a messy situation for this child, and also that this woman could try and get a bag.
Yeah, it's wild.
And I mean, at the end of the day, if you're getting like $200,000 a month from one source, like you're getting given that every month from one source, that's not even like working or anything, then like having a kid is not that much of a problem. You don't need to upscale your life that heavily to like make sure that you can manage it, and then like you're just chilling, you're just coasting for a while.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like what she her expenses can't come up to like more than $4,000 or $5,000 a year with the kid. So it's like she's getting at least like an extra $30,000 a month that she's not doing nothing with. And they just, she's cooling at this point. Definitely, she's definitely cooling. She hit a lick, but yeah, man, such a society. That's the world we live in.
Yes, sir.
But I have nothing else more to say about this. Honestly, I don't even know what else to say about this. This is just a crazy story.
Yeah, I ain't got much more to add to this this situation either. You got anything else that you want to talk about? Maybe that's not on the show notes.
Really gotta think. Nothing really to my memory that was like really big that popped out in the last few weeks or days. You been playing anything interesting or no?
In terms of like games, I didn't even answer before. I don't think I talked about what music I was listening to.
Oh yeah, what music are you listening to?
I don't think there's that much that's like new. The Weeknd dropped a couple tracks, Take My Breath, including the extended version. That song's alright. He dropped a track with Belly technically dropped the track with Belly, The Weeknd, and Young Thug called Better Believe. In my opinion, that's a better track than Take My Breath. That song goes hard. And Jack Harlow and Pooh Shiesty teamed up for SUVs, Black on Black. We can talk about this. I'm really not vibing with Pooh Shiesty having the same delivery every time he gets on a track. He's doing the Gucci Mane thing, and like I'm already done with Gucci Mane. So like having Gucci Mane Part 2 come on every track, like I'm starting to get good off that. You know what I mean?
I feel like his fan base loves it though.
Oh, for sure, 100%. It's just not for me. That's
the crazy thing. People are like, why does Gucci Mane keep dropping albums? It's because people are listening to it, bro. Like, facts. He's getting
also Gucci Mane had some of the freaking most creative and clever album covers in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That man was not allowed to stop dropping off the strength of that alone.
Yeah, like people just rock with Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying? So it's I am kind of concerned about like his mainstream appeal maybe like 2 years from now, because by that time he'll probably have dropped like, you know, maybe another album, maybe another few songs, and people are like, we're kind of getting tired of this. But his main core fan base loves it, bruh. So, you know, I haven't heard the song yet, so I can't really speak on it. But I mean, Jack Harlow, I like Jack Harlow, so I'm pretty sure he probably gave some good delivery on it. Him and Pusha, I see that sounds like a decent pairing.
It's definitely an interesting mix.
Yeah, interesting, but I'm not really scared about the product that I would get from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be solid.
Nah, yeah, it's straight. It's straight for sure.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez dropped a little EP. I don't know if I talked about this on the last episode, but he dropped a little We Outside EP.
Mm-hmm.
And you already know how Tory Lanez is, so it's vibes, it's vibey, it's catchy. And that's it for like music that I've really been listening to. It's not anything like the Tory Lanez EP isn't anything like special that I would say, oh, you have to check this out, you're missing out. Mm-hmm. But if you like Tory Lanez's music, then you'll enjoy it.
Did you hear that he dropped like an NFT or something like that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But like, it's because Tory Lanez is blackballed from the industry, so this guy's got to make his money any other way that he can. So you know what? Do what you got to do, bro.
I heard that he cashed out though. I heard he made a lot.
He did cash out.
Yeah. I heard he
did make a lot off the
now.
NFT. What I'm saying is he's blackballed from like the music industry, so he can't like. He doesn't like get playlisting. He doesn't get like as much promotion. He doesn't get much promotion at all. Like, it's all pretty much independent now.
Okay, here's an interesting question. I started thinking about this because of 6ix9ine. I started seeing what's happening with 6ix9ine because I don't know if you're aware, but like 6ix9ine is like slowly starting to get back into conversations again. Like, people are starting to say his name again. Do you think that Tory Lanez could like slowly ease his way back in, kind of like how Chris Brown did, or like how 6ix9ine is now? Like, do you think that's possible? Or because the thing about it is, like, I feel like Tory Lanez would have had a better shot. Oh my gosh, no pun intended. I didn't even mean that. I didn't even mean to do that, bro. Okay, I feel like Tory Lanez would have a better chance at getting back into the industry if the whole case that he was involved in wasn't with Meg Thee Stallion. Because for those who don't know, Meg Thee Stallion is managed by Roc Nation, and Roc Nation is owned by Jay-Z. So Jay-Z has every resource and connection possible to make whatever he needs to happen in the music industry happen. So, like, do you think that Tory Lanez has kind of that chance to like creep in again?
Like you said, it's kind of difficult because he's up against Jay-Z. Technically, he's up against Roc Nation, but I'm not her general demographic, but the conversation surrounding Megan Thee Stallion has become less and less as the time goes on, and I think that as her like relevancy and influence in the game continues to diminish, I think that it's going to become less relevant, and I think that Tory Lanez is going to be able to continue to just like exist in the music sphere because like he's popping and his music is like hot. He makes like bangers. There's no question about that.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Because if Tory Lanez, if it was just like someone else, like if this happened to like someone we didn't know, or like an artist that's much lesser known that he was dealing with, I honestly feel like Tory Lanez probably would have been maybe back on playlisting. His music definitely would have been a lot more popping because Tory Lanez, he makes like music that like everyone can kind of enjoy. So I don't know, like it's just interesting looking at it because I really do think that, yeah, as you said, like maybe like a year, 2 years from now, because honestly, if we being honest, Meg Thee Stallion has peaked. She's peaked, definitely. And it's even her own fan base is saying that. They're not saying word for word that she peaked, but they are saying that the music is getting kind of stale because she sort of chooses the same content. It's not like how every artist rap or sing about like close to the same content. It's like everyone's like, nah, this is like kind of like the DaBaby situation. Like this is dead ass like the same type of music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. and then plus she's putting out songs that like people just dead ass don't like. There was a song people were saying it sounded like it should be in an Old Navy commercial. Like,
I'm dead.
I don't know. So, you know, Meg Thee Stallion definitely has peaked, and it will be interesting to see how the next year or 2 years will play out, because I feel like if Meg Thee Stallion, well, I don't think she'll like totally fall off. I don't think that's even possible, because it's just like who's managing her. But if she kind of loses more relevancy, then I do feel like Tory Lanez could kind of etch out a little bit of a comeback. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. Not saying that it's good or bad. I don't have, you know what I'm saying, I don't have any disclaimer. I do not have any opinion on whether this is good or bad. I'm just saying what is actually happening, what it looks like could actually happen as well. So, you know, don't want to take no sides, because you know how people are on the internet. I'm not gonna take no sides on that.
Yeah, I don't want to jump on one side or the other of the bandwagon. Whatever happened in the situation's like over now. It's basically just the repercussions of it that we're dealing with.
Yeah. But yeah, were you listening to anything else?
No, I was gonna jump into what I've been playing. I haven't been playing games that much lately. I've been playing a little bit more of Dragon Ball FighterZ. They did a new update patch and kind of like tweaked a bunch of stuff, so the game feels very revitalized now, and that's been really fun. And then I've been trying to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it's just been like a little bit difficult for me to like sit down and actually have the time to play the game. That's pretty much it for what I've been playing.
I've been playing some Pokemon Unite, which is actually it's like a new MOBA.
Yeah, the MOBA.
Yeah, that game is I actually enjoy it. I'm not really the biggest into MOBAs, but Nintendo always finds a way to like simplify everything. And like the way that the MOBAs ran, like it very much has MOBA elements, but it's on a very simple and fundamental level. And that was what I never liked about MOBAs. There's way too many systems in MOBAs, and I never like really could get into it, because I had to learn about like jungling and all the different ways to play the like. I don't care, bro. I'm a person where I like to get on the game and just play and have fun. If it's not a story game, I don't want to have to learn like 20 different systems. Like, I don't really care. But yeah, I do like Pokemon Unite. That's a cool game. I want to play Jet Set Radio again. I'm thinking about playing it tonight on stream at twitch.tv/it's Ramehs. But if you're watching this, then I've already played it. Yeah, I definitely want to play that game tonight. I just have to get my special Xbox up and running.
I hear that. That game is mint too. Also, if you're listening to this podcast, then go ahead and follow us both on Twitter. Him at It's Ramehs, me at Sequoia Walters.
Yes, sir.
And then you'll know when we are streaming. So then, even though the episode isn't out, you'll already have known that we were going to stream, and you'll know that he's playing Jet Set Radio probably tonight.
Big facts.
It all comes together, you know. It all comes together. You follow us on Twitter. You follow us on, you follow us on Twitch. You get the notifications. You find everything out.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, that's all I really been playing. Like, I'm just like you. Like, I haven't like really had the time to like sit down and play any games like that. Is it Ariana or Ariana? Ariana Grande had a Fortnite concert. You watched the Fortnite concert?
I remember.
I didn't get to see it live. Like, I didn't go to the actual thing, but I saw it on, was it I don't remember whose channel it was, but I saw someone actually go through it. It was cool, but like for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, nothing will top that Travis Scott concert. Like I feel like that Travis Scott concert was just the best concert, honestly.
Yeah, that was built different.
Yeah. Like just the whole hype that was going into it, and then the actual presentation and the music choice that they chose, like that was a really, really good digital concert. So yeah, there's that. That's all I've really been playing. Bitcoin going back up as well. Bitcoin going back up.
That's exciting.
Looks like it's gonna touch 50,000. So there's that as well.
Yeah. They broke their threshold or whatever it was, right?
Yeah,
it was threshold at like 45,000 or something.
Yeah, they had a resistance at like 45,000. It was maybe like a week ago. They had a resistance at like 45,000, and they broke through it, and then they pushed 48,000, and it got pushed down a little bit. So I think now it's sitting at like either 46 or 47, something like that. So I mean, interesting. All cool stuff, bro. Just you know, we want to touch as many fields as possible. You know, get in a few other genres. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news that I could think of.
Yeah, that's like everything that's been on my brain, man.
That's pretty much it.
That's the bottom of what's left in my mental cavity.
It's been a slow news week, slow past week and a half. So, you know, not really worried about it. Things will start to pick up in the fall and winter months, because that's usually when like game stuff start going crazy again, and you know. But yeah. Anything else to say before we go ahead and wrap this up?
Thank you to everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. We apologize for the technical difficulties and the fact that this episode technically got delayed a week, but we're back. We got things in motion, and check us out on twitch.tv/UndeadEnigma9 or /It's Ramehs. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, man. Thank you to all the listeners, all the supporters, everyone that follows us on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram. Man, if you listen to the podcast on Spotify, or what is the other listening platform? Escaping my memory now. But if you listen to us, if you watch us, if you support us, if you're subscribed to us, we thank you very much. Thank you for everything everything you give us in terms of support. I want to give a special shout out to Yeez. He's a viewer in my Twitch chat. He has gone and he's actually made like a few gifts for like
this guy is crazy.
Not only for me, but for the podcast as well. So, you know, big shout out to Yeez. Definitely have to shout him out. You know, we gotta appreciate our supporters, bro. Appreciate our supporters for sure. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Everything, follow me, it's Ramehs. Not everything. Follow Enigma on Twitter at Sequoia Walters. And that's it. Podcast people, podcast universe, we are checking in, checking out. This has been episode 8 of Ramehs Radio. Love you guys. Have a good day. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Later.